Welcome to my channel. Let me ask you this. Can you understand English words, but still feel lost when trying to speak about your day? You want to talk about your life, but the sentences don't come out. Why? In this video, I will give you 100 simple sentences for your daily routine, from morning to night, so you can speak with confidence, fluency, and ease. Stay till the end, because this video will change the way you speak forever. Backhand index pointing right. Do you feel stuck when you try to talk about your day? Comment below. Chapter 1. Waking up with English. Every morning is a new beginning. The sun rises. The light touches your face. Slowly, your eyes open. This is the first moment of your day, and this is the first moment to speak English. Before you get out of bed, you can start thinking in English. You can speak inside your mind. You can whisper your first English sentence. I wake up at 7. It is morning. I feel sleepy. I feel warm. I don't want to get up, but I have to. These are simple sentences, but they are real. They are your sentences. They are about your life. When I first learned English, I didn't know I could speak like this. I thought English only lived in books and exams. I didn't know it could live in my bed, on my pillow, in my sleepy eyes. But one day, I decided to try. I opened my eyes and said in a soft voice, "Good morning." That small sentence felt big. I said it again. "Good morning." I smiled. I was talking to myself in English. It felt strange, but also beautiful. From that day, I started to speak to myself every morning. I open my eyes. The sun is shining. I feel a little tired, but I am strong. These were my first English sentences of the day. I repeated them every morning. I made it a habit. Maybe you don't feel confident. Maybe you are shy. That's okay. You don't have to speak loudly. You can whisper. You can say it in your mind. But the key is, say something. Say anything. Even one sentence. Even one word. It is the start of your fluency. You are not just learning English. You are living in English. You are waking up in English. Here are some simple sentences you can use every morning. Say them with me. Feel them. Live them. I wake up at 7. I open my eyes. I feel sleepy. I stretch my arms. I take a deep breath. I look at the ceiling. I smile. I say good morning. I am ready for the day. I can do this. These are not just words. They are your real life. You do these things every morning. Now, you are speaking them in English. That is powerful. That is progress. You don't need big grammar rules. You don't need long vocabulary lists. You just need to notice your life. You just need to speak your life. Some mornings are hard. You feel tired. You want to sleep more. That's okay too. You can say that in English. I want to sleep more. I feel tired today, but I will get up. Because I want to grow. Because I want to speak English. I remember one morning, I felt very sad. I had a bad dream. I didn't want to get out of bed. But then I said softly, I am here. I am strong. I am learning. One day at a time. Those sentences gave me power. They were simple, but they gave me hope. And that is why I want you to speak English in the morning. Not just to learn, but to feel strong, to feel ready, to feel alive. You can also use English to talk to the world. Look out your window. What do you see? You can say the sky is blue. The birds are flying. The street is quiet. People are walking. These are not difficult sentences, but they make you fluent. They train your brain. They connect your thoughts and your mouth. This is how you start speaking. You can even use English to talk to your family. If you feel shy, start small. Say, "Good morning," to your mother in English. Say, "Did you sleep well?" to your brother. Even if they reply in your language, you spoke English. And that's a victory. The morning is the best time to learn. Your brain is fresh. Your heart is quiet. If you speak one English sentence every morning, that's 365 sentences in a year. And not just any sentences, your real, living, breathing daily sentences. That's how you become fluent. One true sentence at a time. So, tomorrow when you open your eyes, do this. Smile. Take a deep breath. And say, I wake up in English. Then speak. Slowly. Gently. Honestly. Say one sentence. Then two. Then three. Don't worry about mistakes. There are no mistakes in the morning. Only beginnings. Start your day with English. Start your day with yourself. You are not just a learner. You are a speaker. And the first step is already inside you. Speak it. Chapter 2. Bathroom Basics. Speak what you do. After I open my eyes and say my first sentence, I get out of bed slowly. My feet touch the cold floor. I stand up. I walk to the bathroom. These are small actions, but they are part of my life. And now, they are part of my English too. Every little thing I do, brushing my teeth, washing my face, looking in the mirror, I can say in English. I don't need to wait for a classroom. My bathroom is my classroom. My toothbrush is my teacher. My soap is my friend. This is how I began to speak English more fluently. I connected my actions to my words. I remember one day, I looked at myself in the mirror. I felt tired. I felt shy. I didn't know how to speak well. But I looked at myself and whispered, I can do this. Then I smiled. I said, I am learning English. I said, I brush my teeth. I said, I wash my face. I said, I feel fresh now. The mirror didn't laugh. It didn't judge me. It listened. And that gave me courage. That gave me power. In the bathroom, we do the same things every day. That means we can use the same English sentences every day. This is good. This helps your brain remember. This builds fluency. Here are some simple, real sentences you can use every morning in the bathroom. I walk to the bathroom. I open the door. I turn on the light. I look in the mirror. I pick up my toothbrush. I brush my teeth with cold water. I wash my face with soap. I dry my face with a towel. I comb my hair. I feel clean and fresh. These are not just sentences. They are your routine. They are your life. You already know these actions. You do them every day. Now you are speaking them in English. That is the magic of learning this way. You don't need to memorize. You don't need to translate. You just do and say, do and speak. That is fluency. Some people think learning English is only about books and grammar. But real English is in your hands. It's in your water. It's in your face. It's in the sound of running water and the smell of soap. When you live in English, you grow faster. You feel stronger. You are not waiting for English. You are walking with it, brushing with it, washing with it. Sometimes, I talk to myself in the mirror. I say, good morning, Alex. I say, you are learning. I say, you are doing great. These are not grammar lessons. These are life lessons. I use English to be kind to myself. You can do that too. You can smile in the mirror and say, I am beautiful today. I feel ready. I believe in myself. Say it softly. Say it slowly. Say it in English. Your reflection will listen, and your heart will grow. The bathroom is also a great place to practice pronunciation. You can hear your own voice. You can look at your mouth. You can say words again and again. Brush, face, soap, hair, towel. You can practice these words while you move. That makes the learning stronger. It connects your body to your brain. I also used to count while brushing. I would say 1, 2, 3 while brushing each side of my teeth. Then I would say a sentence. I brush my teeth every day. I take care of my teeth. I like my smile. It felt good. It felt natural. And over time, it became easy. It became automatic. I didn't need to think. The English just came. You can even practice questions in the bathroom. Where is my towel? What time is it? Do I look tired? Is my hair okay? These small questions help you build confidence. They help you become fast. They help you become free. When you use English while doing daily tasks, your fear becomes smaller. Your fluency becomes stronger. Because it's not just English on paper, it's English in your life. Every drop of water, every towel you hold, every movement of your hands can be a chance to speak, a chance to grow. So tomorrow morning, when you go to the bathroom, take English with you. Speak while you wash. Whisper while you brush. Smile while you say, I am ready for today. These are your sentences. This is your moment. You are not just learning. You are living. You are doing something powerful. You are turning small habits into big fluency. You are speaking what you do. And when you do that every day, one day, you will speak freely. Chapter 3: Breakfast Sentences for Fluency. After getting clean and ready, I go to the kitchen. The smell of breakfast is in the air. Sometimes it's tea. Sometimes it's eggs. Sometimes just warm bread with butter. These moments are simple, but they are full of English. This is the perfect time to speak again, to say something about your morning food, your hunger, your actions. Because breakfast is not only for the body, it is for your English too. The first bite, the first sip, the first sound of the kettle can all become your first real English sentences of the day. I remember when I was learning, I started to speak about my breakfast. Before I ate, I looked at the food and said, I eat rice. I smiled. Then I added more. I eat rice and eggs. Then, I drink milk. It became a small morning game. I would name everything on the table. This is bread. That is jam. This is my cup. The tea is hot. The food helped me speak. The table became my English practice area. And it worked. Because I saw the things, and I said the words. No dictionary. No grammar book. Just me, my food, and my voice. Here are some very easy sentences you can say during breakfast. I go to the kitchen. I feel hungry. I see bread on the table. I eat toast with butter. I drink tea with milk. I take a spoon. I mix my cereal. I give an apple to my sister. My mom makes breakfast. This food is hot. You don't have to say all of them every day. Just say what is real for you. If you eat eggs, say, I eat eggs. If you don't, say, I eat nothing today. Or, I only drink water. The goal is not perfect grammar. The goal is real life in real English. This is what makes you fluent. Sometimes, I speak to my food like a friend. I say, hello, toast. You look good today. Or I say, thank you, tea. You wake me up. It may sound funny, but it helps. It makes the words emotional. It helps me remember. And it makes my English feel warm, not cold like a test. If you eat with your family, you can use this time to speak English with them too. Say, good morning. Say, what are you eating? Say, this bread is nice. Even if they answer in your language, you spoke English. That is a small win. And small wins build fluency. Breakfast is also a time to talk about feelings. You can say, I feel sleepy. I feel hungry. I feel good. These sentences connect your body and your emotions to English. You are not just learning the language. You are becoming the language. And if you eat alone, don't feel sad. That is a great time to practice more. You can say everything out loud. No one will hear. It's your quiet classroom. You can say, I sit at the table. I open the jar. I eat slowly. I enjoy this food. These are beautiful, living sentences. I used to write down my breakfast sentences. Just 3 each morning. It became a journal. One day I wrote, I eat toast and think about school. Another day I wrote, my tea is cold, but I still drink it. These simple lines were my early English stories. And slowly, they made me a speaker. Let's make it fun. Try to look at your plate and say 3 new English sentences tomorrow. Speak them slowly. Feel each word. Say them twice. Then 3 times. Make them strong in your brain. And if you want to go further, record yourself. Speak while making breakfast. Talk while eating. Even 1 minute is enough to change your confidence. Now, I want to ask you something. What do you eat for breakfast? Can you say it in English? Try right now. Look at your plate. Say it softly. I eat, go on. You can do it. Because when you can speak about your food, you can speak about your life. When you can say, I eat toast, you can one day say, I enjoy this moment. It all begins with 1 bite, 1 sip, and 1 sentence. Chapter 4. Getting dressed. Speak and choose. After breakfast, it's time to get dressed. This may feel like a small part of your day, but for your English, it is a golden moment. You touch your clothes. You open your wardrobe. You look at the weather outside. You think about what to wear. This moment is full of action, choice, feeling, and English. When you speak what you do while choosing and wearing clothes, you are not just getting dressed. You are training your brain to speak naturally. Slowly, softly, like putting on a shirt, you put English on your tongue. I remember when I started doing this. I stood in front of my closet. I looked at my shirts. I didn't know the names at first. So I pointed and said slowly, this is a red shirt. This is a jacket. I repeated the words. Shirt, jacket, pants, socks. I touched them and said the names. Then I started to add action. I wear this shirt. I put on my socks. I take off my pajamas. And suddenly, I was speaking English, not from a book, but from my life, from my body, from my hands. Here are some easy, real English sentences you can say while getting dressed. I go to my room. I open my wardrobe. I choose my clothes. I wear a blue shirt. I put on black pants. I wear socks and shoes. I take off my pajamas. I look in the mirror. I fix my hair. I am ready now. These sentences are not hard. They are simple. But when you say them every day, they become part of you. They stay in your brain. They become automatic. That is fluency, not big grammar rules, but small daily habits. Getting dressed also brings emotion. Some days you feel excited. Some days you feel slow. You can speak that too. I don't know what to wear. I feel tired. I want to wear something soft. This is real English. This is you talking from your heart. That's the kind of English that stays with you forever. Sometimes I ask myself in English, what should I wear today? Then I answer, it is cold. I need my sweater. Or it's sunny. I'll wear a light shirt. I make it a little game. I talk to myself like I'm helping a friend choose clothes. That makes English more fun, more real. I even created small dressing routines. I would say 1 sentence for each item. Shirt on, pants on, socks on, shoes on. Then I would take a breath and say, I am ready. It gave me confidence. It gave me rhythm. It gave me practice. Looking in the mirror is also a chance to speak. Say, I look good. Say, this shirt is nice. Say, I feel confident today. If you don't like what you see, still speak with kindness. I look tired, but I will smile. Today will be okay. English can be your support, your voice, your strength. And don't worry if you forget words. Point and say what you can. You can say, this is new, or this is soft, or this is blue. Use what you know. Grow slowly. It is okay to not know all the names. Fluency is not perfection. It's connection. It's movement. It's choice. I also made lists of clothes in my notebook. I drew small pictures. Shirt, dress, skirt, shorts, sweater, jacket. I wrote sentences next to each one. I wear a dress on Sunday. My jacket is warm. My shoes are under the bed. These were real. These were true. These were me. You can do the same. You can even try to describe your outfit each day in English. I wear a green shirt and blue jeans. My scarf is soft. These shoes are new. Say it while you walk. Say it in the mirror. Say it before you leave the house. Tomorrow morning, when you choose your clothes, stop for a second. Breathe. Say one English sentence. Then another. Then another. Feel the clothes in your hands. Let the words come slowly. Let the sentences grow. I choose this. I wear this. I look good. I am ready. Because the way you dress is the way you express. And when you dress in English, you start your day with power, with rhythm, with confidence. Chapter 5. Going out. The world is a classroom. After getting dressed, it's time to step outside. This is when the real magic begins. The world is no longer just a place. It becomes your classroom. The streets are your books. The people are your teachers. The trees, the cars, the sky. They all give you new words, new feelings, new sentences. When I first walked outside and tried to speak English in my mind, everything felt different. I was no longer just a learner. I was a speaker. Even if the words were small, they were mine. I said them with pride. I take my bag. I leave my house. The air is fresh. I was living English. I was breathing it. In the beginning, I thought English only lived in classrooms. I believed I had to sit at a desk with a notebook. But then one morning, I walked out of my house and said, "The sun is shining." That one sentence changed me. I looked at a tree and said, "The leaves are green." I saw a cat and said, "The cat is running." I felt like I had found a new way to learn. And this way was free. It was everywhere. I just had to speak what I saw. I just had to say the truth of the world around me. And when I did, English started to grow inside me. Here are 10 simple sentences you can say when going out. I take my bag. I open the door. I step outside. I walk down the street. I see people. I hear cars. The sun is bright. The air feels cold. There is a bird on the wall. I go to the bus stop. These sentences are not just practice. They are real. You live them. You do these things every day. And when you speak them in English, they become part of your memory. Your brain begins to think in English without trying. That is the secret. That is how fluency begins, by noticing the world and naming it. Sometimes I walk slowly just to speak more English. I say, there is a man on a bicycle. The woman has a red dress. The road is wet. I hear music. I use my eyes, my ears, my heart. I use my English. It becomes a walking meditation, a talking journey. Even when I don't speak out loud, I speak in my brain. That dog is barking. That car is fast. This street is quiet. Every step is a new sentence. Every step is a lesson. I remember one rainy morning. I was walking to school. I felt cold. I had no umbrella. But I said in English, "It is raining. I am getting wet." I forgot my umbrella. I laughed. Even though I was uncomfortable, I was learning. I was speaking. That's when I realized bad weather, busy traffic, even boring walks can teach you English. You just have to open your mouth. Or at least, open your mind. You can also ask yourself questions while walking. Where am I going? What time is it? Do I have my keys? Then answer them in English. I am going to school. It is 8 o'clock. Yes, I have my keys. These are small moments, but they make a big difference. They prepare you for real conversations. They build speed. They build fluency. If you take the bus, the learning continues. You can say, "I wait at the bus stop. The bus is coming. I sit near the window. The road is long." You don't need to speak to others. Just speak to yourself. Silently, quietly, calmly. Your brain is listening. Your English is growing. And when you see something beautiful, say it. The sky is pink. The flowers are open. The wind is soft. These sentences are not just practice. They are life. They are you connecting to the world with your new voice. That voice is strong. That voice is becoming fluent. Try this tomorrow. When you go outside, say 5 sentences in English. Use your eyes. Use your heart. Speak slowly. Speak honestly. Say what you see. Say what you feel. Even if you only say one sentence, that is a seed. And if you say one sentence every day, one day you will have a whole garden. The world is not silent. It is speaking to you. And now, you can speak back in English. Chapter 6. At school or work, talk about your day. Now I arrive at school. Or maybe you go to work. Maybe it's a classroom. Maybe it's an office. Maybe you stay at home and help your family. Whatever your day looks like, this part of your routine is full of powerful English. You do many small things during this time. You sit. You talk. You listen. You write. And with each small action, you can speak a sentence. You can describe your day. You can build fluency step by simply saying what you do. I remember the first time I tried to speak English at school. I was scared. I wanted to hide. I thought my words were not good enough. But then I started small. I said in my mind, I sit at my desk. I looked at the board and said, "The teacher is writing." I opened my notebook and said, "This is my English book." I didn't say anything out loud, but I was talking. I was training. I was building my English muscle quietly inside. Whether you're at school or at work, here are 10 simple sentences you can use. I walk into the room. I say good morning. I sit at my desk. I open my notebook. I listen to my teacher. I write with my pen. I ask a question. I talk with my classmate. I eat lunch at 1 o'clock. I feel tired but happy. These are the real moments of your day. You don't need to memorize a big vocabulary list. Just speak what you do. Even if it's the same sentence every day, it is strong. It is true. It is your sentence. And that makes it special. If you go to work, your sentences may be different. You can say, "I open my laptop. I check my email. I type a message. I talk with my coworker. I make coffee. I answer a phone call." You are not just doing tasks. You are learning English with every move you make. And sometimes, we feel many emotions during the day. You can speak those too. I feel nervous before my test. I'm sleepy after lunch. I feel proud when I finish my work. These emotional senses help you connect with English on a deeper level. You are not just learning words. You were expressing your heart. There were days I didn't feel smart. I made mistakes. I forgot words. But then I would whisper, "It's okay. I am learning." Or, "I can try again." Those small English sentences gave me strength. They helped me stay calm. They helped me move forward. That's why I always say, use English to help yourself, not just to pass a test. If you can, find a friend or classmate to speak with in English. Start small. Say hello. How are you? What are you doing today? Even a two-sentence conversation can change your day. It can make you feel brave. It can show you that you can speak. And when you do it again and again, speaking becomes easy. It becomes natural. Some days are busy. Some days are boring. But every day is a chance to speak. When you sit, speak. When you write, speak. When you think, speak. Even if it's only in your mind. That voice inside you, that English voice, is growing stronger every day. At lunchtime, take a moment to reflect. Say, "I studied hard this morning. I feel better now. I like learning." These sentences may be small, but they carry big power. They tell your brain, "Yes, I am learning. Yes, I can speak. Yes, I am improving." And when the day ends, say, "I did my best today. I worked hard. I am proud of myself." These words are your reward. They are your medal. They are your English. So tomorrow, when you go to school or work, take your sentences with you. Speak about your day. Speak about your actions. Speak about your feelings. English is not just a subject. It's your tool. It's your voice. And when you use it, even in the smallest way, you are winning. Chapter 7. Talking with others. Small sentences, big power. After you start your day, go to school, or work hard at your job, something very important happens. You meet people. You see your classmates. You talk to your coworkers. You greet your neighbors. Or maybe you just talk to one person, your brother, your teacher, your friend. These small conversations may seem simple, but in truth, they are the most powerful tool you have to improve your English. Talking with others is where real English lives. It's where your confidence grows. It's where fear becomes fluency. In the beginning, I was scared to talk. I didn't know what to say. I didn't want to make a mistake. What if I said the wrong word? What if the other person didn't understand me? So I stayed quiet. I watched other people speak. I smiled, but I didn't speak. I listened. I waited. I wanted to be perfect before I spoke. But that day never came. I waited too long. And I realized, fluency doesn't come from waiting. It comes from trying. It comes from using small sentences again and again. Even if they are simple. Even if they are short. Even if they are not perfect. Small sentences are strong. So I started with just 2 words. Good morning. Every day, I looked at my teacher and said, "Good morning." Then I added more. "How are you?" "I am fine." "How about you?" These were short, but they made me feel brave. They made me feel human. I was not just studying English. I was using it. I was connecting with people. That gave me strength. Here are 10 very easy but powerful sentences for talking with others. Good morning. How are you? I am fine, thank you. What is your name? My name is Anna. Nice to meet you. Where are you from? I am from Pakistan. Do you speak English? Yes, a little. Each of these sentences can begin a real conversation. Each one opens a door. Even if you only say one sentence today, you are practicing something big. You are creating connection. And that connection is the reason we learn language. We don't learn English just to pass exams. We learn it to understand others, to be understood, to share our feelings, to be seen. I remember the first time I had a real English conversation. It was short, just 4 or 5 sentences. I asked, "Do you like music?" And the person smiled and said, "Yes, I do." We talked for 2 minutes. Then it was over. But that moment stayed in my heart. I had used English to connect. It made me believe in myself. It made me want to try again. That's the power of talking with others. If you feel nervous, that's okay. You don't need long words. You don't need fast speaking. Just speak slowly, clearly, honestly. You can say, "Sorry, my English is not perfect." You can say, "I'm learning." Most people will understand. Many will smile. Some will help you. And some will be proud of you. Because they see your courage. They see your effort. And that effort is beautiful. When I practice conversations, I started with a mirror. I asked myself questions. I looked into my eyes and said, "How are you today?" I answered, "I am okay." Then I said, "What do you want to do today?" I answered, "I want to speak English." This simple mirror practice helped me speak with emotion. It made the words feel real. Then, when I talked to real people, it felt easier. It felt natural. Because I had already said those words before. I had lived them. You can also use role play. Imagine you are in a cafe. You say, "Hello, can I have tea?" Then you answer, "Yes, one tea." Anything else? You say, "No, thank you." Or imagine you meet someone new. You say, "Hello, I'm learning English." Then you ask, "What's your name?" These small pretend conversations are strong practice. And over time, they become your real life. Sometimes, conversations are not easy. People speak fast. You don't understand every word. That's okay. You can say, "Can you speak slowly, please?" Or, "I don't understand." You can smile and say, "Can you repeat that?" These are also English sentences, and they show that you are learning. They are part of the process. They are part of your strength. One day, I met someone who also wanted to learn my language. We made a deal. I teach you my language. You teach me English. We talked for 10 minutes every day. We laughed. We corrected each other. We became friends. And my speaking improved so fast. Why? Because I was not just learning. I was living. I was talking. I was sharing. That's when English becomes fun. That's when it becomes easy. You don't need many people. You just need one. One friend. One family member. One classmate. Talk to them in English. Even for 2 minutes. Talk about the weather. Talk about your day. Talk about what you ate. It doesn't matter what you say. What matters is that you say it. So today, try it. Say hello to someone in English. Ask one question. Answer one question. If no one is there, talk to yourself. Talk to your mirror. Talk to your notebook. But talk. Speak. Use your voice. Because every small sentence you speak is a step closer to big fluency. Chapter 8. Lunch Break English. Sentences with flavor. After a busy morning, studying, working, talking, it's finally time to rest. It's lunch break. This moment is quiet. Your body feels tired. Your mind wants a pause. But even in this soft moment, you can grow your English. You sit down. You eat food. You take a breath. And guess what? That food, that table, that spoon, they are full of English. Every bite, every smell, every word about lunch is a sentence waiting to be spoken. I remember one day, I was eating lunch at school. Rice and vegetables. Nothing special. But I stopped and said, "I eat rice." Then I smiled. I said, "I like this taste." I looked at my friend and said, "This food is hot." She laughed and said, "Yes, it's very hot." That little moment made me feel brave. It was just a short talk, but it was real, and it was in English. That's when I learned lunch is not just food for the body. It's a chance for English. It's a small break where your mouth can rest from stress, but still move with words. You don't have to study grammar during lunch. You just speak about what you see, what you eat, what you feel. That is more than enough. That is powerful. Here are 10 simple sentences you can say during lunch. I sit at the table. I feel hungry. I eat rice and chicken. I drink cold water. This food is hot. This tastes good. I eat with a spoon. My friend eats with me. We talk while eating. I feel full now. These sentences are real. You use them with real actions. And because they are real, they stay in your brain. They become part of you. You don't need to force it. You don't need to make it perfect. You just need to say what you do. Say what you feel. That is enough to grow your English. Some people feel shy to speak during lunch. But you don't have to speak loudly. You can speak inside your mind. You can look at your plate and say quietly, "This is rice." You can take a sip and say, "This tea is sweet." You are not waiting for a classroom. You are learning in your kitchen. You are learning at your school table. Your lunch break is your speaking practice. And if you eat with friends or family, try to speak a little English with them. Just one sentence. Say, "I like this food." Say, "It smells good." Say, "I feel happy now." Even if they answer in your language, that's okay. You spoke. You practiced. You won. I also used to write lunch sentences in my small notebook. I would write, "Today I ate lentils." Or, "I drank mango juice." Or, "My mother made chicken." These simple sentences help me remember the words for food, drinks, taste, and feelings. I could read them again later. I could repeat them out loud. That was my little English diary. Lunch is also a great time to speak about feelings. You can say, "I feel better now. I was tired, but now I'm okay. I like talking while eating." These are not just sentences. These are soft emotions. These are pieces of your real life. And when you speak them in English, you are not just learning, you are healing. You are expressing. Sometimes lunch is noisy. Many people talk. You can just listen. Listen to what others say. Try to catch one word. Try to repeat it later. Try to build a small sentence from it. That is real listening practice. You don't need headphones. You just need your ears and your heart. If you eat alone, don't be sad. That's even better for practice. Speak out loud. Talk to yourself. Say, "This food is salty." Say, "I enjoy this moment." Say, "I eat slowly." These are soft sentences. These are true sentences. And every true sentence makes you stronger. One day, I ate lunch outside. I sat under a tree with my food box. I looked around and said, "The tree gives me shade. The wind is soft. My lunch is warm." It felt peaceful. It felt like poetry. English doesn't have to be fast. It can be slow. It can be calm. It can be part of your simple, beautiful lunch break. So next time you sit down to eat, don't just eat, speak. Say something. Anything. Say it to yourself. Say it to your friend. Say it to your food. "Thank you, Apple. You are sweet." That might sound funny, but it's not. It's learning. It's feeling. It's freedom. Your lunch break is not just a pause. It is a place. A place where you can speak English with joy. No fear. No pressure. Just taste, words, and small moments of truth. Chapter 9. Afternoon activities. Speak and reflect. After lunch, the day slows down. The sun becomes softer. The noise outside becomes quiet. You return to your room, your class, your work, or maybe your thoughts. This is the afternoon, the peaceful part of the day. But even in this quiet time, English can grow. Even in silence, there are sentences. Maybe you are reading. Maybe you are resting. Maybe you are doing homework or helping someone. These actions are not loud, but they are important. And every small action can be turned into English. When you speak gently about your afternoon, you are not just practicing, you are reflecting, you are feeling, you are becoming more fluent with every soft sentence. I used to think afternoons were boring. After lunch, I felt sleepy. I didn't want to study. I didn't want to speak. I just wanted to lie down and rest. But one day, I changed my mind. I said, this time is slow, but I can still speak. I was lying on my bed. I looked at the ceiling and said, I rest now. I looked at my book and said, I read a story. I closed my eyes and whispered, I feel calm. That was the start of my afternoon English habit. It was soft, but it was strong, because I was saying real things. I was using real language to describe my real life. Here are some simple and powerful sentences for your afternoon routine. I sit on my bed. I feel sleepy. I read a book. I write in my notebook. I finish my homework. I check my phone. I help my brother. I drink some water. I open the window. I think about my day. These are not textbook sentences. These are your sentences. You already live them. Now you can say them. Say them with your eyes open, or even with your eyes closed. Say them while resting. Say them while walking slowly. Let them live inside you. Because your afternoon is not empty. It is full of gentle words. Sometimes, I use this time to write simple thoughts. I take a notebook and write 3 sentences. Not hard ones. Just truth. I feel tired. The sky is quiet. I don't want to study, but I will try. These are real. These are honest. And when I read them later, I feel proud. I feel like I really lived in English, not just studied it. One of my favorite afternoon activities was shadowing. I would find a short English video or podcast, just 5 minutes. I would listen, pause, and repeat. Slowly, gently. I didn't try to be perfect. I just tried to enjoy the words. I would say, she is reading a book, and repeat it 3 times. I would say, he walks in the garden, and feel the rhythm. This made me calm. It also made my English stronger without stress. You can also use this time to reflect. Think about your day. What did you do? What did you feel? You can say, this morning I woke up late. Or lunch was very good. Or, I talked to my teacher. These reflection sentences help your memory and your confidence. They are small, but powerful. Even doing nothing is a chance to speak. You sit quietly and say, I do nothing now. I feel relaxed. The room is quiet. I like this soft light. These sentences may feel slow, but they are full of feeling. They are full of English. Sometimes I look outside the window. I see a bird. I say, the bird is sitting. I see the wind in the trees. I say, the leaves are dancing. I see a boy walking slowly. I say, he walks alone. This kind of English is not fast. It's not loud. It's peaceful. But it teaches your brain to think in English, to feel in English, to become fluent in a soft way. If you feel tired, speak about that too. I feel sleepy. I want to take a nap. My eyes are heavy. Speaking about rest helps your mind relax. It also builds vocabulary about your body and emotions. You don't need energy to learn. You just need honesty. And your honesty is already in you. Try this. Every afternoon, say 3 things in English. Say what you are doing. Say how you feel. Say what you see. Even if it's small. Even if it's simple. Speak it. Feel it. Repeat it. That is fluency. That is confidence. That is English. Because even when the world is quiet, you can still speak. Even when your eyes are heavy, your voice can grow. And one soft sentence today can become one strong conversation tomorrow. Chapter 10. Evening Life. Sentences with Feeling. As the sun goes down, the light changes. The sky turns orange, then pink, then blue, then dark. You can feel the day ending. The noise of the world becomes soft. You walk back home. You put down your bag. You change your clothes. And slowly, your heart says, "Now I can rest." This is the evening. It is not fast. It is not busy. It is full of feelings, full of reflection. And this is the best time to speak English with feeling. Not like a student, but like a real person. A real human being who had a full day. A person who wants to say something about it. I remember the way I used to feel every evening. I came home from school. My feet were tired. My head was full. But I felt proud. I had made it through the day. I had spoken some English. I had learned something new. And now, it was time to feel everything. Time to slow down. Time to speak softly. I looked around my house and began to talk. I'm home now. I put down my bag. I sit on the sofa. I drink some water. These were not hard sentences. But they were real. They were mine. And they made my English stronger because they came from truth. Evening is not about rushing. It's about connection. You see your family again. You talk with them. You laugh. You eat dinner. You relax. And every small action, every small word, is a chance to grow your English. Here are 10 simple sentences you can speak in the evening. I come back home. I take off my shoes. I talk with my family. I help in the kitchen. We eat dinner together. We laugh and share stories. I wash the dishes. I sit and watch TV. I feel tired but happy. I had a good day. These are soft sentences, but they are strong. They are full of real emotion. When you say them, don't just say the words, feel them. Imagine each sentence like a small gift. You are giving your brain a memory with meaning. Sometimes, I talk to my mother in English. Just a little. I say, "Mom, the food is very good." She smiles. I say, "I helped today. I cleaned the table." She hugs me. These are not long conversations, but they make me feel brave. They remind me that English is not just for school. It's for family, for love, for real connection. You can also talk about your day. You can say, "Today was hard," or "I finished my homework," or "I didn't speak much English today, but I will try again tomorrow." These sentences are not for a test. They are for your heart. They help you reflect. They help you grow. After dinner, I like to sit alone for a few minutes. I look at the window. I think about my day, and I speak quietly. The sky is dark. I see the moon. The world feels quiet now. These small sentences help me calm down. They help me end the day with peace. And they help me use English in a real and gentle way. You can also watch something simple in English in the evening. A cartoon, a short story, a children's video. Then speak about it. I watched a video. It was funny. The girl was brave. These are easy sentences. But they are true, and truth is powerful in language learning. One of my favorite things to do in the evening is to write 3 short sentences about my day. I open a notebook. I sit near a lamp. I write slowly. I went to school. I ate lunch with my friend. I watched a movie. It's a small habit, but it helps my English grow every night. Sentence by sentence. Emotion by emotion. Evening is also a time for dreams. You can say, Tomorrow I want to speak more English. Or, I want to read a new story. These are dream sentences, hope sentences. They carry you into tomorrow with confidence. They remind you, I am not finished. I am learning. I am moving forward. And if your day was hard, if you made mistakes, if you feel tired, that's okay. Say it in English. Today was not easy. I made a mistake. But I am trying. That is the most honest sentence you can say. And it's also one of the strongest. So when the sky turns dark and the world becomes still, speak. Speak about your evening. Speak about your day. Speak about your feelings. Even one small sentence can become your comfort, your peace, your progress. Because English is not just for exams. It's for moments. And the evening is full of moments that deserve to be spoken. Chapter 11. Preparing for bed, soft English, simple sentences. The day is ending. The world is quiet. The sky is dark. The stars begin to shine. You walk slowly to your room. You feel tired, but calm. You take a deep breath. You know, it's time to sleep. But before you close your eyes, there is one more moment. One more chance to grow. One more chance to speak. This moment is soft. This moment is simple. And this moment is perfect for English. At bedtime, your brain becomes quiet. Your heart becomes open. And your English can become peaceful and true. I remember how I used to feel at night. Some nights I was happy. Some nights I was sad. Some nights I felt proud. Some nights I felt slow. But no matter how I felt, I always try to speak one sentence in English. Just one. I feel sleepy. That was enough. Then I added more. I brushed my teeth. I wore my pajamas. I turned off the light. These were not big words. But they were my words. My real actions. My real life. And when I spoke them, even quietly, I felt like I was becoming fluent, not through stress, but through softness. Here are 10 bedtime sentences you can speak every night. I go to my room. I take off my clothes. I wear my pajamas. I brush my teeth. I wash my face. I turn off the light. I lie down on my bed. I feel sleepy now. I close my eyes. I say good night. These sentences are so simple. But that is why they are strong. They are part of your routine. You do these things, and if you speak while you do them, your brain will remember. Your brain will learn. You don't need grammar rules. You don't need long vocabulary lists. You just need to speak the truth of your night. Brushing my teeth was one of my favorite speaking moments. I looked in the mirror and whispered, I brush my teeth. I watched the water flow and said, I rinse my mouth. I picked up the towel and said, I dry my face. These little actions were like English steps. And they were beautiful because they were mine. No one was watching. I was alone. But I was still learning, still practicing, still growing. When I lay in bed, I didn't play with my phone. I didn't scroll. I didn't worry. I just closed my eyes and spoke in my mind. I had a good day. I learned one new word. I talked with my friend. I made a mistake, but I tried. These sentences were like a bedtime story to myself. And I spoke them in English. They gave me peace. They gave me hope. And slowly, they gave me fluency. If you live with family, you can use English to say good night. Just 2 words, good night. Say it to your brother. Say it to your mother. Say it to the air. You are not just saying goodbye to the day. You are practicing. You are making English a part of your home, a part of your love. Some nights, I couldn't sleep. My mind was busy. I worried about school. I worried about my speaking. But then I said, it's okay. I will try again tomorrow. I did my best today. And these sentences made me feel better. They were not just practice. They were healing. And I said them in English, like a quiet prayer. You can also whisper dreams. Tomorrow, I will speak more. Tomorrow, I will learn a new sentence. Tomorrow, I will smile and try. These are future sentences. Sleep sentences. Gentle promises. They tell your heart, you are not done. You are moving forward. Writing also helps. Just 3 lines in a notebook before bed. I ate pasta today. My friend was kind to me. I watched a cartoon in English. These are real memories. These are real sentences. And when you read them later, you will feel proud. You will see your journey. You will see your growth. And sometimes, no words come. That's okay. You can just say, thank you. Thank you, day. Thank you, body. Thank you, English. And sleep. So tonight, before you close your eyes, try one thing. Say one sentence in English. Say it slowly. Say it softly. Say it like a lullaby. It can be, I am tired. It can be, I feel calm. It can be, I love learning English. Whatever you choose, make it true. Make it simple. Make it yours. Because bedtime is not the end of the day. It is the beginning of dreams. And when you dream in English, you wake up a little stronger. Chapter 12. My whole day. Say it all in English. Now the day is complete. You woke up. You brushed your teeth. You ate. You talked. You worked. You rested. You helped. You came home. You relaxed. You slept. So many moments. So many small actions. So many quiet feelings. And all of them, every single one, was a chance to speak English. To learn English. To live in English. You did not just study today. You used English to live your day. And now, at the end, it's time to bring it all together. To speak about your whole day. To say your full routine in simple, true, beautiful English sentences. I remember the first time I tried this. I sat on my bed at night. I looked at the wall. I closed my eyes. And I spoke slowly. I woke up at 7. I brushed my teeth. I ate bread and eggs. I went to school. I talked with my friend. I came home. I watched TV. I ate dinner. I felt tired. I went to bed. 10 sentences. That was all. But I felt something big inside me. I felt like I had spoken my life. I had told my story. And I had done it in English. That made me proud. You don't need big grammar. You don't need long, perfect phrases. You just need to tell the truth. Say what you did. Say how you felt. Say what happened. You already know the words. You already lived the day. Now speak it. Speak your whole day like a quiet story. Like a song from your own life. Here are 10 final sentences you can say about your full day. I woke up early. I brushed my teeth and washed my face. I ate breakfast with my family. I went to school and studied English. I talked with my friends. I ate lunch and felt happy. I read a book in the afternoon. I watched TV in the evening. I had dinner and rested. I went to bed feeling proud. You can change these to match your own day. Maybe you worked instead of going to school. Maybe you stayed home. Maybe you felt tired. Maybe you laughed a lot. Whatever you did, speak it. Say it out loud. Say it in your mind. Say it slowly, softly, with feeling. That is your real English. That is your real fluency. You can also ask yourself questions at the end of the day. What did I do today? What was my favorite moment? What new word did I learn? Did I try to speak English? And answer with love, with kindness, with honesty. Even one small answer is good. Even one small answer is growth. When you speak your full day in English, something magical happens. You begin to think in English. You begin to feel in English. You begin to live in English. Not just when you study, but when you breathe, when you eat, when you walk, when you rest. English becomes your friend, your shadow, your voice. Try this every night. Before you sleep, sit down. Take one deep breath. Then speak your day. I woke up. I ate breakfast. I studied. I rested. I spoke English. I did my best. Even 6 small sentences can change your confidence, can change your fluency, can change your life. If you forget something, don't worry. Just say what you remember. If you make a mistake, don't stop. Keep going. If you feel shy, speak in a whisper, or write your sentences, or say them in your mind. There is no wrong way. The only wrong way is to stay silent. You are not just repeating sentences. You are building a habit, a new rhythm, a new mind. You are training your brain to use English without fear, without translation, without stress. Just natural, just honest, just like your day. And when you do this for 1 week, you will feel a change. When you do it for 1 month, you will feel strong. When you do it for 1 year, you will feel fluent. Not from books, not from pressure, but from truth, from emotion, from daily life. Because you already live in English. You just have to speak it. And now, you can. If you reach the end, you're amazing. You just learn how to talk about your whole day in English, with 100 real, simple sentences. Now it's your turn. Speak them, use them, live them. Don't forget to like this video, comment your favorite sentence, and subscribe to this channel for more daily English videos. And remember, visit Unleash Your English regularly, because your English deserves to grow every single day.